Welcome back, Algebra! So in this video, I'm going to show you how to find the equation of a line given 2 points. I'm going to show you how to write that line in point-slope form and to write that in slope-intercept form. Okay? So this is a really common problem, and a lot of your homework is going to be like this. So I thought I would do one example to help you out here. So first thing I want you to do is just recall what point-slope form and some common formulas that we're going to need. So we're going to use this stuff. Point slope formula of a line looks like this. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. The slope intercept form of a line looks like this. Y equals mx plus b. And the formula for slope looks like this. Oops, I almost spelled formula wrong. Looks like this. If I have 2 points, it looks like y2 minus y1, the y coordinates divided by x2 minus x1. And that's how we find the slope. And so first we're going to do point A. So we're going to use the point slope form, and we're going to try to figure out the equation of a line passing through 3, 4 and 0, negative 3. So let's go ahead and do that. So A, we have y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And we have these, we know we want to use that because that's what the question is asking for. And then we have these 2 points here, 3, 4. What? Sorry about that. We have the points 3, 4, and the point 0, negative 3. So I know I could just use this point, let's say, for my y1 and my x1, but I'm still missing something. I'm missing a slope. So let's go ahead and plug in what we know so far. Y minus 4 equals m times x minus 3. But we have this pesky m we have to deal with. But lucky for us, we have the formula for a slope given 2 points. So let's use that formula to calculate our slope, and then we'll be done with this part of the problem. So our slope is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I am going to say that my y1, x1 is the green pair, and that my y2, x2 is the purple pair. So let's see here. I know this is going to be equals. And the y2 is going to be the y from the purple pair. So that's going to be 4. And the x2 is the x from the purple pair. So that's going to be 3. Subtract. And then the y1 comes from the green pair, and that's a 0. And the x1 comes from, ooh, I got it backwards. You guys see what I did? I said that was my y coordinate. That's actually my x coordinate. I'm kind of glad I made that mistake in front of you guys because it's one of the most common ones. The y coordinate is the second one. So I'm going to be subtracting negative 3. The x coordinate is 0, so I'll be subtracting 0 there. And now all I have to do is simplify here. So when I subtract a negative number, like I do in the numerator here, it becomes addition. So that's 4 plus 3. And 3 subtract 0 is just 3. And so this becomes 10 thirds. Please leave your answer. What, 10? Oh my gosh, guys. Whoo, this quarantine's getting to me. 4 plus 3 is 7. Please leave your answer as a fraction because when you have your slope as a fraction, it's actually easier to use it when you're graphing. So go ahead and leave your answer as a fraction. Now we're actually going to have everything we need because remember our only missing piece before was the slope, this m here, and now we have that m is equal to the slope. So in point-slope form, the equation of this line is y minus 4 equals 7/3 x minus 3. And that's the answer to part A. So this is our equation in point-slope form. In point-slope form. Now we want to do our answer for part B, which asks for the equation in slope-intercept form. Oop, I did not have enough room to write intercept on that line. What was I thinking? And so we're actually going to use our answer for part 1 to do that. So we're going to copy that down here. Y minus 4 equals 7/3 x minus 3. So what we have to do here is solve for y. And solving for y means we want y to be on one side of the equals sign and we want everything else on the other. So we want our answer to look like y equals mx plus b, because that, my friends, is slope-intercept form. So let's solve for y. Don't freak out about the fraction. There's actually going to be very little work here, and it's going to work out kind of nicely. So first thing I'll do is distribute. So I end up with 7/3 times x, and then minus 3 times 7/3. I'm distributing that here. And then I haven't done anything on this side of the equal sign, so I'm just going to copy it down as I go. I know fractions are a pain point for some of you, so I'm gonna take this and simplify it over here. So we have -3 times 7/3. That's equivalent to -3/1 times 7/3. When you multiply fractions, the numerator goes by the numerator and the denominator goes by the denominator. So that means we end up with -3 times 7/1 times 3. Now here at this stage, you notice that I have a 3 divided by 3, which is equivalent to 1, so those cancel. So what I'm left with is -7. Now if you didn't need all that work and you knew that already, that's fine. I'm just showing it here for those of you who wanted to see that step. Because why not? It's a video, we got time. Then we have y minus 4 equals 7/3x minus 7. I add 4 to each side, and I get y equals 7/3 x plus 11. And that's it for this one. All right, guys, so this will give you a good example to follow when you are trying to do your homework in this section. Stay safe, stay